A very good day to all of you from Team Word-A-Holics and Amit Kumar Mehta. You'll be surprised to know this particular fact that out of 7 billion people in the world, 2 billion will be speaking English by 2020. That is, more than 200 crore people will be speaking English by end of this particular year 2020 as per reports. It's a very huge number. English is the passport to success, and in business corporations and in jobs and in any kind of vocation, you require English as a mandatory skill. Without English, you cannot imagine success in today's date. And it is for reasons like this that we have been helping our students, housewives, working executives, and any particular learner who would be interested in English in mastering those difficult vocabulary words since 2015. We, on a daily basis, have been sending students 5 difficult words which are very, very important for anybody to know, for any student to know. And in continuation with this particular vocabulary series, we present to you 5 difficult words. Now let me tell you, word number 4 is my favorite for the day, and you will really love the way this particular word is and the way it is used. And you can also start using it from today itself. Now moving quickly on to the words that we keep on discussing. The first word is resolute. Resolute basically means determined, resolved, single-minded, unwavering. Resolute is something that is atal sthir. Antonym would be half-hearted attempt. When you are very, very sure about thing, when you are determined about something, that is you are resolute. Usage is resolute response, a resolute approach. So what is the Word-A-Holics way of remembering this particular word? A particular method through which we help students remember the words through mnemonics, through underlining, and through visual. Look at the visual that we have provided. Every 31st December, you make a resolution that I will be changing my lifestyle next year. You make a resolution that you will get fitter the next year, but those things do not happen. When you make that resolution, you are very, very determined. So resolute comes from resolution, which is basically when you are determined to do something. So that is how you remember this particular word. 31st of every year, 31st December every year, you make a resolution in which you are very resolute, very determined to change one particular behavior of yours. That is how you remember this particular word. Moving quickly on to the usages. We must be resolute in dealing with emerging transboundary challenges, including terrorism, cyberclimate, and climate change. We must be resolute in dealing. We must be determined in dealing with all these challenges. Sentence 2. It is undeniable that Aadhaar has brought down organized loot of government funds exponentially. So why are NGOs so resolute in their opposition for it? Why are NGOs opposing it resolutely is what the question they are asking. Sentence 3 and 4 you can do on your own by pausing this particular video. We'll be moving on to the next word for the day. Next word for the day is resonate. Resonate basically means echo, resound, vibrate, ring or reverberate, something that keeps on ringing on your head again and again. Hindi would be gunjna. Antonym is feebleness, something which does not echo again and again is something that is feeble in nature. So that is the antonym. Pronunciation is resonate. Now what is the Word-A-Holics way of remembering this particular word? Look at the visual that we have provided on the left hand side. It sounds like the sun is giving a reason. Sun is younger. Sun is giving a reason. Reason is so odd, is so funny, is so foolish that it keeps on resonating in the parents' ears again and again. The reason is very, very foolish. So the reason given by the sun is very, very foolish, and it keeps on ringing in your head for a very, very long time. That is how you remember this particular word. Echoing for a very long time. Usage: my thoughts resonate with yours. It matches with yours. My reasoning matches with yours. Resonate strongly. Sentence 1. Buddha's teachings about compassion and universal brotherhood continue to resonate even today. Sentence 2. In Shravan, devotees clad in saffron clothes offer water and flowers to Lord Shiva, while joyous chanting of Bol Bum resonates the atmosphere. Bol Bum resonates the atmosphere. It keeps on echoing in the atmosphere. Sentence 3 and 4 once again you can do on your own by pausing the video. Now we have been telling our students that all these 1200 words that we have discussed through this particular method is available in the link in the description. If you have not checked it, go check that out. All the 1200 words in one singular position is available in the link provided. Moving on to word 3 for the day. Word 3 is again very interesting. It is restitution. Restitution means restoration, recovery, redressal, reparation. When you are recovering something, that is restitution. When you are restoring something, something had gone bad, you are trying to restore it. Hindi would be shati purti karna, antonym is damage karna. Pronunciation, restitution. Now look at the visual that we have provided. How do you remember this particular word? Look at the visual that we have provided. Suppose you have flunked a particular year. Suppose you have not went to the classes, you were ill that particular year. So you can be rest assured that if you take tuitions, your marks will be restored. Your marks through the tuitions can be restored. So that is how you remember this particular word. This word looks like a composition of rest plus tuition. So you can rest assured that if you take tuitions, your marks will be improved compared to the last year. If you take tuitions, your marks will be restored, and that is how you remember restitution. That is the mnemonic for this particular word. Looking at the usages, wife seeks $2.8 million in restitution. Grounds for restitution. Sentence 1. Since Rajini did not want the divorce and wanted to live with her husband, she filed a petition seeking restitution of conjugal rights. When couples ask for divorce, the husband has to give a restitution, has to give a restoration because the wife is not earning. So that is restitution for you. Sentence 2. India must work towards the restitution of democracy in Maldives, including the release of opposition leaders. Maldives was under some kind of a problem, and India has to ensure that it restores the democracy in that particular country. Sentence 3, 4 and 5, once again you can do on your own by pausing the particular video. We are moving to the interesting word, my favorite word for the day. My favorite word for the day is restive. Restive is basically when you are restless, when you are tense, when you are uneasy, when you are agitated and anxious. Hindi would be ashant. जब भी आप अशांत होते हो, then you are restive. You are restless at that point of time. Antonym is calm and peaceful. Pronunciation, restive. Usage, India's restive POK. India's restive, Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Restive border areas. Difficult, uneasy, tense border areas. So how do you remember this particular word for a very, very long time? Restive sounds like festive. Now what happens during festivals? During the festivals, people tend to get restive. They get restless. They have a lot of work to do. They have a lot of cleaning to do. They have a lot of shopping to do. They get nervous, agitated and anxious. So restive can be remembered because it sounds and looks like festive. So during festivals, you get restless and tense, and that is how you remember this particular word. Sentence 1. Police resort to caning as students turn restive. Sentence 2. Kasganj violence, security forces intensified vigil in the restive town of UP and drone cameras have been deployed for aerial surveillance. Kasganj violence, because of the violence happening over there, the police, the security forces turned restive town of UP because they were doing a lot of problems over there. A lot of fighting was going on there. The city had turned, the UP town had turned restive. It had gone restless. It had gone agitated. The students were agitated. The overall population of that particular town was agitated. That is the meaning of restive for you. Sentence 3 and 4 you can do on your own. Moving on to the last word for the day. The last word for the day is retardation. Retardation basically means stoppage, setback, slowness, subnormality. It is not normal. It is an odd behavior. It is in the negative kind of a behavior. Hindi would be बाधा. जब आपके लाइफ में कोई बाधा होती है, you are retarded. Growth has been retarded. That is how we call retardation. Antonym is advancing and continuation. The opposite of retarding is coming back, slowing down, backward, and antonym would be advanced and continuation, growth in the particular thing. Pronunciation is retardation. R is silent kind of retardation. So what is a particular way in which you can remember this particular word? Through the Word-A-Holic-Z way, through underlining, through mnemonics and through visuals. Look at the particular visual that we have provided. Retard comes from the word retarded. Basically, people who are dull mentally are called retarded people. So somebody, if he is mentally dull, definitely he will not be able to grow in life. His life curve will show like the visual that we have provided. It will be in the negative. It will keep on coming down. Right? So that is retardation for you. If you are mentally ill, your growth will never happen. Retarded means somebody whose brain is not fully grown and he cannot grow. Therefore, he is not fully developed and his learning will stop, his growth will stop. That is how you remember this particular word. Sentence 1. Praising Miss Banerjee, the president said that it is since Trinamool has come to power, Bengal is in the process of reversing its economic retardation. Bengal was going through a very bad patch, and economic retardation was happening over there because of Trinamool. The growth is happening, is what the president said in this particular sentence. Sentence 2: the child had begun suffering from growth retardation because of her inability to eat properly. She weighed just 20 kg at 11. At 11, she was just 20 kg because her growth had retarded. Growth retardation. She was facing growth retardation. It was growing in the negative direction. Sentence 3 and 4, once again, you can do on your own. With that particular word, we have reached the end of the presentation for today. And as I keep on saying for all my students, keep sounding sophisticated and keep scoring more. These are the words which you must absolutely know, because these will help you grow in your career and sound sophisticated in front of your friends, relatives, colleagues, and also these words will help you in scoring good in all those examinations which have English as a major component. Also, if you have not liked, if you have not commented and subscribed, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you can receive all these notifications. If you have not shared these words with somebody whom you think these words can actually matter, can improve his English skills, his vocabulary skills, his communication skills, please do share, keep on sharing these words with them also. And also, if you have some kind of a feedback, a suggestion, or some words which you would like us to deal with, please provide that to us in the comment section. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure interacting with you. And also, if just missed that, if you can just go and watch the playlist of all the words we have discussed, around 200 to 250 words in the playlist section of our YouTube channel. All these words have been discussed. I have personally taken that effort to prepare these videos so that you can understand these words very easily, apart from the link that we have provided for all the words in the description section. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much.